Hello everyone. Malaria is a deadly disease that affects many people around the world, and the world observes World Malaria Day on April the 25th every year. This has been going on since 2007, and this year the theme for World Malaria Day is Zero Malaria. Draw the line against malaria. So in this video, we're going to be giving out some awareness tips regarding malaria, how it is caused, and how can we work together to prevent malaria. World Malaria Day. World Malaria Day is an international observance commemorated every year on April the 25th and recognizes global efforts to control malaria. Globally, 3.3 billion people in 106 countries are at risk of malaria. World Malaria Day is an occasion to highlight the need for continued investment and sustained political commitment for malaria prevention and control. It was instituted by WHO member states during the World Health Assembly of 2007. This year, WHO and partners will mark World Malaria Day by celebrating the achievements of countries that are approaching and achieving malaria elimination. They provide inspiration for all nations that are working to stamp out this deadly disease and improve the health and livelihoods of their populations. Key facts about malaria. There are over 229 million global cases of malaria in the year 2019. Half of the world population is at risk from this disease. There are over 1 billion deaths occurring each year, and a total of 87 countries and territories are affected by malaria. Between 2007 and 2018, almost $7.3 billion was invested in basic research and product development for malaria. Now, what is malaria? Malaria is a preventable and treatable infectious disease transmitted by mosquitoes that kills more than 1 million people each year. Malaria is the leading cause of death for children under 5. Malaria is a global emergency that affects mostly poor women and children. It perpetuates a vicious cycle of poverty in the developing world. What are the symptoms of malaria? Malaria is an acute febrile illness. In a non-immune individual, symptoms usually appear 10 to 15 days after the infective mosquito bite. Malaria symptoms differ depending on the type of malaria. Symptoms to look out for include headaches, chills, fever, muscle pain, body aches, confusion, drowsiness, and delirium. Malaria is caused by the Plasmodium parasite. There are many different types of Plasmodium parasite, but only 5 types cause malaria in humans. These are Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium malariae, and Plasmodium knowlesi. How is malaria spread? The Plasmodium parasite that causes malaria is spread by female Anopheles mosquitoes, which are known as night-biting mosquitoes because they most commonly bite between dusk and dawn. If a mosquito bites a person already infected with malaria, it can also become infected and spread the parasite onto other people. However, malaria cannot be spread directly from person to person. Once you are bitten, the parasite enters the bloodstream and travels to the liver. The infection develops in the liver before re-entering the bloodstream and invading the red blood cells. The parasites grow and multiply in the red blood cells. At regular intervals, the infected blood cells burst, releasing more parasites into the blood. Infected blood cells usually burst every 48 to 72 hours. Each time they burst, you'll have a bout of fever, chills, and sweating. Now, malaria is a deadly disease, but the good news is that it is preventable. There are very simple steps that everybody can take hand of in eradicating malaria. The most common one is to avoid mosquito bites. So using mosquito repellent and sleeping under mosquito nets are effective ways in order to combat the spread of malaria. Here are some key messages from World Malaria Day 2021. Accelerating with urgency. In the face of COVID-19, we must actually do more to protect everyone at risk of malaria. We cannot focus on beating COVID-19 at the expense of accelerating progress against diseases like malaria, which are preventable and treatable. Also note that COVID-19 would exacerbate any illnesses that are already present that can include malaria as well. Realizing success in elimination. Malaria elimination is possible, and it is critical to fighting current as well as future diseases. Securing global health. Ending endemic diseases like malaria is the pathway to beating pandemics like COVID-19. Further investments in ending malaria reduces the burden on health systems and increases capacity to prevent, detect, and respond to pandemics. So, if you take care of the small things, the large things fall into place. Engaging the youth. Today's youth are the generation that will end malaria, and we can do that by staying aware, sharing knowledge with others, and also acting on it by using mosquito nets and using mosquito repellent at all times in order to avoid being bitten by mosquitoes, which are the vectors for malaria. This video was brought to you by Brain Blitz Audios. We are a YouTube channel that focuses on educational content. To learn more about us, you can hit the link, you can type in the link www.youtube.com/c/brainblitzaudios. So, until the next webisode, take care, stay safe, stay active, stay aware. Bye-bye for now.